Today we're going to be going over a full on-field speed workout to help you get faster. Let's get started. Now, before every speed workout that you do, you have to have a proper speed warm-up routine, and that's what we're going to be going over first. So the first drill, you need a 10-yard space. So we're going to be working from cone to cone here in this 10-yard space. And the first drill we're going to be doing is a skip, okay? So all you're going to be doing this for 2 sets of 10 yards. We're going to be doing just simple A skips. So we're coming up, snatching the knee up, snatching the toe up, making sure when I go up, my ankle and my toe are flexed up in a dorsiflexion position. We do not want to do this with my toe facing down because that is not promoting good foot strike and explosive foot strike, which ultimately translates to speed. So we're going to go A skips, 2 sets of 10 yards. And I'm going to show you how each one of these drills will also look full speed. Now, the second one we're going to do is a B skip. This is also working on your stride length. So you're going to go up like an A, but you're going to slap your knee and snap your toe down like you were stepping over a small hurdle. And you are trying to push off of your back foot, stepping wide, again, 2 sets of 10 yards. Now, the next thing you're going to be doing is a reverse C skip. So you're going to be facing out here towards the fence, and we're just going to be going up and out, doing this simple hip opener stretch, trying to keep my hips and my shoulders the best I can, facing the opposite end zone. Then, all we're going to be doing is a high knee karaoke, again, for 2 sets of 10 yards. Like I said, we're going to show you each one of these drills full speed, but we're going 2 sets of 10 yards, just high knee karaoke, trying to rotate my hips from goalpost to goalpost. So I'm going to show you how each one of those drills will look full speed. Now, the first drill in this on-field speed workout that we're going to get into is called switches. So it builds off of the A skip that we showed in our dynamic warm-up routine. But before we get into this drill, you guys, if you're a quarterback or wide receiver and would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we're coming out to 15 different states across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver camps. Next up on our camp tour, we're going to be coming out to San Francisco, California, Miami, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Las Vegas, Nevada. All 4 of those camps, you guys, are completely sold out. But then we'll be heading out to Portland, Oregon, Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, Chicago, Illinois, Buffalo, New York, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Texas, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Detroit, Michigan, Boise, Idaho, and Los Angeles, California. So if you want some more information, would like to train with us, check out that very first link in the description below. Let's get back to this drill. So the exercise called switches is almost like a double A skip, if you will. You're going to be like holding an A skip for almost like 2 separate like skips, if you will. I'll show it and then I'll show it full speed and it'll make a little bit more sense. But all we're going to be doing, this is a great drill for foot strike and then obviously stride length. Because like if I'm trying to run fast, let's say I'm racing somebody, I don't want my strides to be almost like kicking behind me, feet trailing behind me. I almost want to be striding forward and stepping directly underneath me. I want my knee and my toe to be snatching up almost at a 90-degree angle. And that obviously requires some hip strength, and that's also what this drill can work on. But also, you need to have great foot strike. We cannot be running flat-footed. We need to be on the ball of my foot, snatching my knee up and snatching my toe up. So that's what this drill emphasizes. So all we're going to do is we're going to be here. You snatch the knee up and it's 2 hops on the right leg. Then you're going to switch, 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 going all the way down for this 10-yard space. You want to work about 4 sets of 10 to 15 yards on this drill. I'm going to show you how this is going to look full speed. This next drill is going to be a 3-hop single leg bound to work on your explosiveness. So something that a lot of people don't understand about speed and agility is that it requires you to use something in your body called fast twitch muscle fibers. And that's how you should honestly train on the field, and that's how you should train in the gym, right? Everybody in their body has got fast twitch fibers and slow twitch fibers. Slow twitch fibers are something that like a soccer player would use, right? Like they're constantly running, they're constantly jogging, that's very slow twitch. But fast twitch is what like a football player needs. Or if you're trying to run as fast as you can, you need to exert those fast twitch fibers. So that's what this drill ultimately helps us with. So you're going to be here, you're balancing on one leg. It's going to be 3 hops, just little tiny hops on the foot, but also on the 3rd hop, you're going to explode up and snatch your knee up to your chest. So you want to do about 3 sets of 8 to 10 yards on each leg. So all you're going to be doing is you're just going 1, 2, 3, snatch up. Then you're going again, 1, 2, 3, snatch up. And it doesn't have to be every 3 steps. If you take a gather step, that's totally fine, but we're working on that explosion. And this also helps with my knee drive and my toe drive to promote that good stride length. So I'm going to show you how this is going to look full speed. This next drill on our speed on-field workout routine is going to be something called a straight-legged run. So this is solely working on our foot strike. What a lot of young athletes struggle with, maybe because they lack ankle stability, or maybe they just have never been coached on how to run properly, they will run very flat-footed. Their heel almost makes contact with the ground first. When you guys run, you never want to let your heel hit the ground. You want to be constantly on the ball at your foot, snatching your knee up and your toe up. So that's what this drill works on. So it is a straight-legged run. You are not bending your knees on this. All we were doing is we were staying on the ball of my foot. You're going to be making sure that your hands and your feet are moving fast. We are only going to do this for a 5-yard space. You're not going anywhere past 5 yards to try to be as explosive as possible and exert as much energy as possible on this drill. So you're literally just running, but you're not bending your knees. So we are here, and that prevents us from you can't do this drill if you're flat-footed and landing on your heels. You have to be on the ball of your foot. So all we were doing is here, making sure that we're not leaning back when we do this drill as well, trying to keep your chest slightly ahead of your waist, and just kicking my feet out, staying on the ball of my foot. I'm going to show you how this is going to look full speed. This next speed drill on our speed on-field workout routine is going to help you guys with your arm swing. So I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't mention the upper body when you run, because that's honestly 50% of the fact, like 50% of my speed, if you will. So when we run, there are two mistakes that athletes will make. They'll run and their elbows will flatten out. And when your elbows flatten out, you're not getting the proper arm drive needed to be as fast and as explosive as possible, especially in a short space, right? So what you want to do is you almost want to keep your arm at a 90-degree angle the entire time and let your shoulders swing to where your hands go right past your pockets, right up to your cheek. And this is the spot that we want to get to. Now this drill makes sure that we do not make the mistake of flattening out, or a lot of guys will make the mistake of having their arms go across their body. So their body almost turns, which again, the shortest distance or the quickest distance between two objects is straight. So if you're moving across and your body's moving across, we're not going to be as fast as we need to be. So what this drill is, you are going to simply just sit down, and you're going to be here, you're going to keep your legs flexed, and you're going to keep a good posture. And all you're going to do is have that good arm swing. You're going to start out slow, and then for a 10-second burst, you're going to go 3 sets of 10 seconds on this drill. We're going to go as fast as we can, right past my pockets, right up to my cheek. Now you notice how your butt will bounce side to side on this drill. If you do this and go across, your butt does not bounce, and if you flatten out, your butt does not bounce. But if you have the proper arm swing, your butt will bounce from side to side. So I'm going to show you how this drill is going to look full speed. Now listen, you guys, we could do all the different speed drills, all the different gym exercises, but I think a lot of athletes neglect training with some resistance for speed. So that's something that I would want you to add to the end of this speed and agility workout, is training with some kind of resistance. Now, I don't know exactly what kind of equipment you have, where you are, but there are 3 things specifically that I recommend to help you train and do resistance sprints. Number 1, running with a sled. So if you got like a weighted sled that you could attach to yourself, you take off, you're running sprints, that's always great to work on your power, your explosiveness, and obviously your speed if you're promoting and practicing good form. Second thing would be running with a resistance band. Maybe you have somebody attach a band to your waist, maybe it's a longer resistance band, whatever the case may be, but that's just the same thing as the sled, just a different type of resistance and a different type of benefit. And then last but not least, if you don't have any of that, find a hill that you can run up. Are you running hill sprints, focusing on your stride, focusing on your foot strike? All of those things are great for any athlete in any sport to improve their speed.